Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Nice move. Creates some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Tries it on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So West Virginia's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Mountaineers in the hurry up.
And one thing we know about a Rich Rodriguez offense, it's about running the football. So you know what you need? You need a good running back. You know who he went and got? The nation's leading rusher, Cam Cook from Jack State, his old university that he went to when he coached there the past season before West Virginia. Palmer, it's about running the football, establishing that and their tempo.
That's how you finish the sentence when you begin with Rich Rod, right, at West Virginia. You think back to guys like Noel Devine, way back in the day when Pat White was playing a quarterback and his ability to run it too. Everything is predicated on their ability to run it, and you need home run hitters. They've got that, and the Big 12 better watch out. I expect this offense to be explosive.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepting, the defense has set him up.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Here's the pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you've got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. Windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I've got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, the defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz. Get to him. Try to speed up the processor just a little bit. Force the scramble. No damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Off play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Oh, the ball's out on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big stick.
Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for... Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Tries to get it himself. Sneaks it in. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Craig. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. They'll run the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The play action fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So now it's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Keeps looking downfield. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's Cook. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Francis. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's sacked. Oh, he's got some space. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on camera.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Offside.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me in the game.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because these windows, they close fast.
Extremely.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. He'll pull it down. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, it's Craig. Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. Now back over to your game inside Amon G. Carter Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. To throw, it's Craig. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The RPO, it's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Could be an alley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Brown wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just
makes the catch, and he's free. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Cook. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Caught in the backfield. It's Strocken. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure. This quarterback registering a sack.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. The speed, the elusiveness all on display, and that sweet return there. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Pulls it on the option. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Keeps it himself. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him?
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, TCU! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Brown will throw it. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Strocken. There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Quarterback keep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it.